following is a presentation of Baldwin Sports Live, your home for the Baldwin Bulldogs. Baldwin Sports Live is brought to you by Kelly Neufeld, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Baldwin State Bank, Heartland Plumbing, Family Medicine of Baldwin City, Morning Star Care Homes, Trindle Lumber Company, State Farm Agent Cody Anno, One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Rice Precision Manufacturing, Baldwin City Recreation Commission, Elite Chiropractic, the Lumberyard Arts Center, and by the Baldwin City Chamber of Commerce. This is Baldwin Sports Live.
Hey, good evening. Welcome to Liston Stadium in Baldwin City. Glad to have you back with us here on Baldwin Sports Live. Apologize for our week off last week, but due to some other circumstances being I'm now a new father, we weren't able to do the game last week because I was tending to those kind of things. Baby was born, so there we go. But that's that. And Ryan and myself, Bryce Kessler, we're back with you here on Baldwin Sports Live tonight for some more Bulldog football. As the Dogs tonight welcome the Bishop Ward Cyclones to town for another district matchup. Bishop Ward 1-1 in the district, and the Baldwin Bulldogs 0-2 in the district entering play tonight. Overall records, Bishop Ward enters at 2-3, Baldwin 0-4. The Bulldogs last week dropped to 0-4 with a 40-0 loss at Perry Lecompton. They have now been outscored 171-0 this season. They are still looking for their first points. It's their third straight 0-4 start. They have started 0-5 just twice since 1998, so that is what they're trying to avoid doing tonight. But to do it, they're going to have to get past the Bishop Ward Cyclones, who scored a season-high 58 points last week in a 58-41 victory over Santa Fe Trail. That win, their second of the year, matches their highest single-season win total since going 6-3 back in 2009, which happened to be Greg Duggan's last year of his first stint at Bishop Ward. He's back now in his second year of his second stint with the Cyclones, and while he was gone, the program went 2-80 from 2010 through 2018, and then in 19, Duggins returned, and he has gone just 3-14 since his return, but you have to say that's progress. Already one more win in a year and a half than they had in the 8 or 9 years, I guess, that they played when he was not on the sidelines. So he has got the Cyclones trending back in the right direction again. They are 2-3, Baldwin 0-4, and this district matchup is coming up here on Baldwin Sports Live. We'll take a timeout with more of the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show coming up right after this.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being part of the community we serve. Our roots run deep in Baldwin City, and our commitment runs deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home, or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we're here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for more than 100 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes, offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient-to-caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
Welcome back into the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show, live from Liston Stadium on the campus of Baker University here in Baldwin tonight, where the Baldwin Bulldogs play host to the Bishop Ward Cyclones. We'll take a look at this matchup for you, starting with the visitors from KC Bishop Ward, an offense that loves to feature their bowling ball of a running back, James Jarrett III. 5'11", 230 pounds. A senior back has run for over 100 yards every game so far this year. He's had 62 carries for 581 yards and 10 touchdowns. His best game came back on opening night against KC Sumner. 19 carries, $165, and 3 scores. It's one of 2 games this year that he's rushed for 3 touchdowns. He's averaging 9.5 yards per carry and a touchdown every 6 touches. So this is a guy that they will lean heavily on tonight, and we've seen some running backs, Ryan, have some big games against the Bulldogs defense this year already, and now you get a guy who's got a ton of confidence and who is awfully hard to tackle, and we have seen that be an issue this year for Baldwin, so something they're going to have to really be shoring up tonight if they're going to stop Jarrett.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be a handful to tackle, like you said. Like, bowling ball is about the best way to describe him. I was watching warm-ups, and he looks like he's going to be tough to bring down today. Bulldogs are going to have to get tough tonight.
And then you give all the attention to Jarrett out of the backfield, and they have a couple of pretty good playmakers on the outside, a pair of seniors in Chris Galloway and Javon Roach, and those two in this offense have combined for nearly 500 yards receiving on 24 grabs with 6 touchdowns. So those two are certainly threats in the passing game. Not going to see a ton of volume necessarily, but when they do go to the air, they are capable of taking it to the house really on any pass play that they do mix in there. As Christian Stein, their quarterback, has thrown for 588 yards through their 5 games, so averaging about 147 yards per game, but a lot of that has come on just big plays. Last week, for instance, he only completed 10 passes, but he threw for 282 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Efficiency right there.
Yeah, no doubt. He was 10 out of 12 for 282, 4 touchdowns, no picks. So, again, an offense that features the run, but to keep you honest, they will take their shots with Galloway, number 3, and Roach, number 7. So the Bulldog defense, they're going to have their work cut out for them in this ball game. And you talk about that Bulldog defense, Wesley Martin leads the team in tackles this year, 6.5 tackles per game. Josh Mayo, coming off of a 7-tackle game last week, won't be playing tonight. So it'll be Martin to probably lead the way again tonight. They'll look to Wesley Martin to lead this defensive attack and try and shut down James Jarrett III and the Bishop Ward Cyclones. The Dog defense allowing a lot of big plays. 28% of the plays run against them this year have gone for 10-plus yards. So basic, or even beyond that, then 1 out of every 10 has gone for 20-plus yards. Makes it tough to get defensive stops when you're giving up 1 of every 4 plays. In fact, a little more than 1 of every 4 plays is going for first down yardage, 10-plus yards. Tough to get stops, tough to get off the field. And the Dogs are going to be up against another big challenge tonight against Bishop Ward. We'll take another timeout. When we come back, we'll flip it and look at the other side of this scouting report, the Bulldog offense up against the Bishop Ward defense as we get set for district game number 3 on the year. The Bulldogs 0-2 in the district. The Cyclones of Bishop Ward 1-1. This ball game coming up here in about 10 minutes on Baldwin Sports Live. Back with more of the pregame show right after this.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Elite Chiropractic provides the latest and most effective adjusting techniques and soft tissue work, while staying up to date on current treatment research to ensure each patient receives their own specialized care. Dr. Ethan James operates with a patient-first mentality with a goal to get you back to normal as quickly and efficiently as possible. Elite Chiropractic accepts most insurance plans and works with patients of all ages. Get the relief you deserve. Call 785-594-1191 to make your appointment with Dr. Ethan James at Elite Chiropractic.
Welcome back to the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show along with Ryan Hilmer. I'm Bryce Kessler. It is homecoming night here in Baldwin. We will have the homecoming festivities for you at halftime. We'll see and hear the crowning of the 2021 Baldwin High School homecoming king and queen. I don't know who's all in the royal court tonight, so we could take a friendly wager on the winners, but I don't know who they are. Maybe that program has them. Did you bring one of those programs?
I did.
We'll have to check it out. We'll see. We'll look. That's the thing we did at Spring Hill. I had a kid who was a Spring Hill grad who was my camera guy. So we knew all the kids, so I always have him give me his prediction, and he was pretty good about picking the right one. So we'll take a look. We'll play a friendly game of pick your winner, king and queen candidates. But first, let's get back into the matchups here in this ball game as we flip it over to the other side of the football now and take a look at the Baldwin offense against the Bishop Ward defense. The Cyclones are allowing over 200 rushing yards per game, and they're giving up over 32 points per game. Their last two games, they've surrendered 41 and 42 points against Perry-Lecompton and Santa Fe Trail. Both were season-high scoring numbers for those two teams, and in fact, 3 of the 5 opponents that Bishop Ward has played this year have put up season-high scoring numbers against the Cyclones. So, a chance tonight, hopefully, for Baldwin to find the end zone for the first time this year. 4 games now, 4 shutouts for this Baldwin offense. But tonight, I feel like is their best chance we've seen so far to get some points. The problem is, we talked about, they're going to need more than just some points, or they're going to need a Herculean effort from the defense to shut down James Jarrett and this Cyclone rushing attack. So we'll see if they can find the end zone, though, in this one. It will be, I don't want to say a completely different look offensively for the Bulldogs tonight, but it will be a different look. Jack Harvey didn't play last week against Perry-Lecompton. He's back at starting quarterback tonight. And with Harvey back at quarterback, that allows Mahaffey and Grossner, who we both saw last week in the lineup. And Mahaffey actually started at quarterback, but he and Grossner both naturally receivers for this team. And we've seen what Sam Darnell could do this year for the Bulldogs, putting up 13 grabs for $117 through the air so far. So they've got a couple of weapons now the outside, and perhaps a chance to spread that ball around a little more efficiently. We'll see if Harvey can do that tonight against this Bishop Ward defense that, as we mentioned, has been susceptible to giving up some big plays and giving up some numbers this year. Speaking of Mahaffey and Grossner and the focus that they had on them last week in their return, 35 offensive plays for the Bulldogs last week. 26 of them went to Mahaffey or Grossner. So they were certainly a focal point of the offense in that game last week against Perry-Lecompton. But again, Bulldogs failed to score in that one. So they will try and find the end zone for the first time tonight and see if they can push the Cyclones of Bishop Ward here in this district ball game. That's going to wrap it up for the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show. When we come back, we'll get you the starting lineups for this one, and the opening kick is moments away as well. You're watching Bulldog football on Baldwin Sports Live.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home, a friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health. Experience the creative home for Baldwin City, the Lumberyard Art Center, featuring Lucy's Corner, a unique local arts boutique, an art gallery with year-round rotating exhibits featuring the work of local artists, creative classes for all ages, community theater, and of course, live local music with Lumberyard Live on High featuring area artists. Visit lumberyardartcenter.org for a full schedule of upcoming events and exhibits. The Lumberyard Arts Center. Create, play, innovate in the heart of downtown Baldwin City.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
Back live at Liston Stadium in Baldwin tonight. We are about set for kickoff tonight between the Baldwin Bulldogs and the Bishop Ward Cyclones, which means it's time for tonight's starting lineups. They're brought to you by Cody Anno over at State Farm. Cody Anno and his team at 208 Baker Street in Baldwin City are there to help you put together the perfect lineup of insurance coverage for auto, home, or life insurance, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno, State Farm in Baldwin City. Give them a call at 785-594-0270 and get that perfect lineup of coverage there at State Farm and Cody Anno. Here's your starters tonight for the Baldwin offense. On the offensive line, Jake Van Horn, left tackle, Wesley Martin, the left guard, Jonathan Wren, the center, Dylan Williams at right guard, and Brett Davidson, the right tackle. The quarterback is Jack Harvey, the running back Connor Murray, the wide receivers Riker Grossner, Sam Darnell, and Cody Buck, but we'll see plenty of Cole Mahaffey as well. The tight end is Zane Nowak. The defensive starters for Baldwin tonight, Brett Davidson and Jake Van Horn. The D-ends, Jonathan Wren. The nose tackle linebackers are Connor Murray, Caden West, Sam Darnell, and Wesley Martin. Cody Buck and Vance Morgan are the corners, and Miguel Andazola and Cole Mahaffey, the safeties for the Bulldogs. For the Bishop Ward Cyclones, starting offensive line, Emilio Rodriguez is the left tackle, Juan Lopez, the left guard, Raul Gonzalez, the center, Christian Galloway is the right guard, and Cody Mitchell is the right tackle. Quarterback is a senior, Christian Stein. Their running back, a senior, and their star player, the senior James Jarrett III, 5'11", 230-pound running back, 581 yards, 10 touchdowns, 5 straight 100-yard games for Jarrett. The fullback is Roderick Strong. The wide receivers, Chris Galloway Jr. and Javon Roach, they have combined for 24 grabs, 497 yards and 6 touchdowns. Daniel Brown and Dustin Rector round out the wide receiver core. The defensive starters for the Cyclones. The nose guard is Terry Edwards. Defensive tackles, Christian Galloway and Cody Mitchell. Defensive end, Roderick Strong and Cameron Yarborough. Two linebackers, Daniel Brown, Matthew DeHaro. The corners, Dustin Rector and Bryce Johnson Jr. And the safeties, Jashawn Holliday and Javon Roach. Baldwin on their homecoming night, hosting the Bishop Ward Cyclones here, and it is time for opening kickoff, brought to you by the Baldwin City Recreation Commission. Make plans to join BCRC in downtown Baldwin coming up on Saturday, October 23rd. Some of the region's finest beverage offerings making their way to Baldwin. For more details on the thirst-quenching event and a vendor list, visit baldwinrec.org, and do not wait to get your tickets. They're on sale right now. They are limited, so do not wait. Get them along with the free glass that comes with that ticket now at Baldwin City Recreation Commission and online at baldwinrec.org, all in conjunction with the 3rd annual Maple Leaf Gravel Grind on Saturday, October 23rd. So get registered for that gravel grind as well if you are more energetic than I to go out there and take on that challenge. We are underway here in Baldwin tonight as the Bulldogs receive to open up the ball game, but nowhere to go for Riker Grossner. He is swallowed up at the 24-yard line on that return. Tackle made by Christian Brown. And here we go for the Baldwin offense. Jack Harvey will lead the Bulldogs out onto the field, the sophomore starting quarterback. Did not play last week, Harvey. Was injured in the second to last play against Topeka Hayden. Sat out last week. He's back in there now, and he'll go to work out of a shotgun with 4 receivers. Andazola comes motioning out of the slot. Handoff is fake to him, and now Harvey scrambles up the middle, lowers his shoulder, and has a Bulldog first down at the 37-yard line. Nice run, 12 yards on first down for Jack Harvey.
Great play fake there by Harvey, just keeping it, tucking it up the middle. First down, first play. Great start for the Bulldogs.
We have seen this a couple of times this year where the Bulldogs will move the football a little bit in a drive, especially early in a game, and then stall out once they cross midfield. So an excellent start, but now let's see if they can keep that drive moving down the field. Harvey from the 37-yard line, and there is a false start. So as I talk about finding ways to hurt themselves, they do it here with a penalty, and it'll make it first down and 15 instead for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it's been part of the narrative all year. Penalties, turnovers, mistakes offensively, giving the other teams good field position. Going to try to eliminate those tonight.
Bishop Ward defensively has given up a lot of points the last 2 weeks. 83 points allowed the last 2 ball games for the Cyclones. So they are a team that can be had, but the Bulldogs right now, more than anything, need some confidence on the offensive side. And a nice play is made by the defensive end on that right side for Bishop Ward. So David Jones with the tackle brings Grossner down for a loss of 1, and it turns it in, or a gain of 1, and it turns it into second down, and they're going to give him 2, so call it second and 13. Second and 13. Darnell, the leading receiver of the year for the Bulldogs, is split out wide to the right. Andazola out of the slot of the motion. Fake the jet sweep to him, and Harvey throws a strike to Grossner as they cross midfield, picking up 17 yards and a first down.
Great execution on the play action there. Nice post route ran by Grossner. Good connection there. Nice throw by Harvey.
Grossner was a featured weapon of the offense in his debut last week at Perry Lecompton. Had 4 receptions for 28 yards, 5 carries for 22 more yards. 50 yards total offense out of Grossner, and they've gone to him twice in 3 plays so far to start tonight. This is Cody Buck on the ground, and Buck carries at the 47-yard line. Cody Mitchell makes the tackle for the Cyclone defense. 1-yard gain for Buck, and it brings up second down and 9. First drive of the game for Baldwin. They have moved it into Cyclone territory thanks to a 12-yard run by Harvey and a 17-yard completed pass to Riker Grossner for Harvey. Here's second down and 9. Play fake to Buck. Throw out into the right flat. Open man Darnell. And it's another first down for the Bulldogs. And Sam Darnell is taken out of bounds at the 31-yard line by Bryce Johnson. 16 more and another Bulldog first down.
You can already see early kind of the effects of this new look Bulldog offense from Haffey and Grosner.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line. Mahaffey is now in over, split out wide to the left, and Grosner wide to the right. So two playmakers split wide. You've got Darnell tight to the right side, Novak tight to the left side. And it's a straight keep for the quarterback, Jack Harvey. Broke a tackle down to the 24-yard line. Wrapped up and brought down at the by the ankles by Bryce Johnson. But another nice run there for Harvey on first down as he picks up 7 yards and turns it into a second down and 3.
Couldn't ask for a better start for the Bulldogs. You just got to make sure not to turn it over when you're getting down close to the red zone here.
Again, Baldwin has not scored yet this year in their 4 ball games, but this is without question the most promising drive we've seen out of the Bulldogs this year. But they've got to cap it off now for the 24-yard line, second down and 3. Harvey's been effective with his arm and his legs on this drive. And he'll look to throw quickly out to Mahaffey, and he's wrapped up immediately. Nowhere to go after the catch. Good play made out there on the perimeter by Jishan Holiday. And that completed pass loses 2 yards. And it, well, I guess no, it kept it where it's at. No gain on the play, so it's a third down and 3 after that completion to Mahaffey.
Big third down here. See where they try to go.
Mahaffey and Darnell left. Nowak tight and Andazola wide right. Darnell motions, rolling that way. Option pitch over the head of Buck. They're going to say it was a forward lateral and therefore an incomplete pass, which is fortunate for the Bulldogs that that's the ruling, because otherwise that looked like it was going to be a turnover. But instead it's an incomplete pass, and it will give Baldwin a chance to go forward on 4th down and 3 now.
Yeah, that's one of those as a coach you kind of just tell Harvey, maybe just tuck that one, take the hit, try to get any yards you can. Flipping it out high like that gets you in trouble sometimes.
A nearly 5-minute opening drive for the Baldwin Bulldogs on homecoming night here at Lishton Stadium. But now facing 4th down and 3 at the 24-yard line of Bishop Ward. 4 on the play clock. Harvey taking on running to his right, jumping on his back and swallowing him up short of that first down marker was the defensive end Cameron Yarbrough. And that carry of a yard will keep the Bulldogs well short of the first down. They needed 3, they only get 1, and they turn it over on downs.
Great first drive, though. Built some momentum for the Bulldogs. That's just part of the learning process. Once you get down kind of in that green zone, close to the red zone, things get a little tighter. It's a little harder to get yardage against a good defense.
A 9-play opening drive for Baldwin. It traveled 55 yards, but they come up empty and turn it over on downs. And now Christian Stein will go to work for Bishop Ward. And I'm not sure that's a broken play or what they were trying to develop there, but whatever the plan was, it did not get executed for Bishop Ward. And the tackle made in the backfield, tackle for loss by Brett Davidson, the freshman defensive end. And that moves it all the way back to the 19-yard line. A 6-yard loss on first down on that tackle by Davidson.
Yeah, it looked either like the quarterback turned the wrong way or the running back went the wrong way. Either way, big loss on first down.
A team that is predominantly run heavy. James Jarrett III, number 27 there, starting running back, 5'11", 230 pounds. He's not an easy guy to tackle when he gets going. And they have going to the air now, and there's a completion to Javon Roach, who breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle at the 35-yard line, eventually twisted down, but has a first down on a 16-yard completion to Roach. Van Horn eventually making the tackle, but that was a quick little high percentage throw out to Roach, and he showed off his playmaking ability to turn that one into a first down.
And once again, tackling's been an issue for the Bulldogs all year. You're going to have to gang tackle. Good pursuit angles tonight.
Bulldogs have given up a bunch of big plays. About 1 of every 4 plays this year against them. In fact, a little more than 1 of every 4 has gone for 10 or more yards. And right there, they get 16, does Bishop Ward. And they got a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Jarrett, for the first time, touches it, and there he goes, bowling over Bulldog defenders. Wesley Martin holds on to make the tackle after a 6-yard run by Jarrett.
And the tackle for BHS, number 64, Dylan Williams.
Well, a 6-yard run makes it 2nd down and 4. Jarrett has eclipsed 100 yards every game this year for Bishop Ward. His best performance came back on opening night with 165 against KC Sumner. Against University Academy, he had 100 yards even, and he has scored at least 1 touchdown in every game this year with multiple touchdowns in 3 of the 5. But Stein goes to throw on 2nd down and 4. It is dropped by Chris Galloway Jr. Coverage on the play by Cody Buck, but it was dropped even before Buck got there, as Galloway couldn't haul in what was going to be close to the 1st down sticks, and instead it turns it into a 3rd down and 4.
Something you can see defensively for the Dogs, something they haven't been able to do much this year, is rotate players coming in and out, getting fresh body in there.
5 minutes to play in the opening quarter. This is the opening drive for Bishop Ward, and there's James Jarrett on the carry out to the 49-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 50, a 9-yard run before Darnell and Martin make the tackle. Well, 1st down on a 3rd and 4. They get 9. The running style of James Jarrett, he's not a guy that is going to put up blazing numbers in the 40-yard dash or anything, but he is patient, and when he gets decided to go downhill, you've got to square him up. This is not a guy you can just arm tackle.
And when you tackle him, it hurts.
He has set up the Cyclones with the 1st down and 10 right at midfield with 4.5 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Back to Jarrett, untouched into the secondary. Inside the 30, Jarrett inside the 20, trying to cut him down at the ankles, but he stepped through that tackle and takes it all the way to the 8-yard line. It's a 42-yard run by James Jarrett.
One of those big plays that has hurt the Bulldogs, gashed them all year.
1st down and goal for Bishop Ward. The Cyclone defense was tested on the opening drive by Baldwin City, or Baldwin Bulldogs, who went 9 plays, 55 yards before turning it over on downs. Bishop Ward quickly has taken it on 6 plays down inside the 10-yard line. Jarrett again wrapped up around the 5, still trying to work his way closer, takes it to the 4. A 4-yard run sets up 2nd down and goal from the 4-yard line as the Bulldogs unpile Martin and Van Horn down there on the bottom of that pile, credited with the tackle for Baldwin. Second and goal at the 4-yard line. They've gone to Jarrett 3 straight plays. They'll make it 4 straight. And James Jarrett the 3rd, pulling defenders down to the 1-yard line. He is just short to set up a 3rd down and goal.
I'd imagine they're going to do it again. Got down here this far, giving it to Jarrett. I'd be ready for it again.
They do have a fullback, Roderick Strong, who does not see it often, just 6 carries on the year. He's standing directly to the right of Christian Stein, and they'll run right behind him with James Jarrett the 3rd, and it's a 1-yard touchdown run for Jarrett, who carries it 5 straight plays to cap off that drive, and does so with a 1-yard touchdown, 6 carries, 65 yards on the opening drive for Jarrett. And the Bishop Ward Cyclones take the lead with 3:02 left in the 1st quarter. And they've got a very good kicker, Juan Delgado Medina. He will look to put the extra point on the board for the Cyclones with 3:02 remaining in the opening quarter. Kick is good. It's 7-0. Bishop Ward leads Baldwin with 3:02 left in quarter number 1 on Baldwin Sports Live.
Experience the creative home for Baldwin City, the Lumberyard Art Center. Featuring Lucy's Corner, a unique local arts boutique, an art gallery with year-round rotating exhibits featuring the work of local artists, creative classes for all ages, community theater, and of course, live local music with Lumberyard Live on High featuring area artists. Visit lumberyardartscenter.org for a full schedule of upcoming events and exhibits. The Lumberyard Arts Center. Create, play, innovate in the heart of downtown Baldwin City.
.302 left in the first quarter from Liston Stadium in Baldwin tonight. It is 7-0. Bishop Ward on top of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Both teams have had a possession. Baldwin went 9 plays, 55 yards before turning it over on downs. Bishop Ward 9 plays, 75 yards, and a 1-yard touchdown run by James Jarrett III. The kickoff is fielded by Grossner at the 17-yard line. Trying to come near side, able to break through a couple of tackles out to the 33-yard line. And that's where the Bulldog offense will set up shop for their second drive. A very promising opening drive for the Bulldogs. But then it flamed out down around the 25-yard line of Bishop Ward. So we'll see if they can get it going this time around and find the end zone for the first time. Baldwin still looking for their first points this year.
VHS groups, the cheer squad and their basket action, and the 12th Man Club, and the 50-50 raffle.
From the 34.
In the third quarter.
Harvey fakes it to Grossner and then was looking to go to Andazola, but Grossner put a hand up and knocked the ball down. So I'm not sure whether that was a play design issue or whether Grossner was just supposed to bubble more or whether Andazola was supposed to slant more or what the case may be, but you had two guys right in the same spot there, and the confusion. Grossner raised an arm up, and it looked anyway like that ball was supposed to go to Andazola.
Yeah, either way, it was a decent play design trying to outflank the defense, but just some miscommunication there maybe.
So it brings up 2nd down and 10 with the play clock winding down. Bob Lisher is forced to take a timeout. 2:48 left to play in the opening quarter. It's Bishop Ward 7, Baldwin scoreless on Baldwin Sports Live.
At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health.
.248 left to play in the first quarter from Liston Stadium in Baldwin. It's the Bishop Ward Cyclones on top of the Baldwin Bulldogs. 7-0 so far in this one after a drive from each team. An opening drive turnover on downs for Baldwin, an opening drive touchdown for Bishop Ward. And this is the second possession of the game now for the Bulldogs. Second play of the drive after an incomplete pass started. It's 2nd down and 10 at the 34-yard line. Harvey to throw off his back foot, throw short, intended for Mahaffey over the middle. So a 3rd down and 10 coming up for Baldwin.
Yeah, I think that's what the Bulldogs are going to have to do is try to take some shots downfield to both Mahaffey and maybe Darnell. But, you know, that's how defense have been playing the Bulldogs. They're playing, 8-9 guys up in the box, stopping the run, just daring them to throw deep with Harvey.
Bulldogs on the year averaging just 35 yards per game on the ground, 42 yards per game through the air. This is the fullest the offense has been, if you will, though, with all the weapons now available and healthy as Harvey throws incomplete again, looking for Mahaffey. Even had that ball been caught, they would have been well short of first down yardage on a 3rd down and 10. So a quick 3 and out for Baldwin unless they opt to go for it on a 4th down and 10 at their own 34-yard line. Bob Lisher talking with Jack Harvey, his quarterback, and it looked like for a moment they were thinking about maybe sending in a play, but instead they will call for the punt team, and it looks like Cole Mahaffey will do the punting now for the Bulldogs. Bryce Johnson goes back deep for Bishop Ward. A high punt, but not a very deep end-over-end punt that does take a nice Baldwin bounce. And it looks like the Bulldogs are going to get about 20 yards on the rollout after what was only a 14-yard punt through the air. But they gained 20 on the roll and turns into a decent flip of the field as it'll put Bishop Ward back at their own 31-yard line to start their drive with 2:24 left in the opening quarter, and the Cyclones leading Baldwin 7-0. Well, not how Baldwin wanted to respond to the Bishop Ward touchdown. Was a quick 3 and out, especially after that promising opening drive for the Bulldog offense. And now the defense will try to shut down an offense of Bishop Ward that went strong and heavy to James Jarrett on the opening drive. Jarrett not on the field, though, for this first down play as the Cyclones spread it out. 5 wide receivers for Stein. Now a motion guy, Galloway, gets away from Darnell in the backfield, able to turn the corner. Galloway up the sideline and out of bounds at around the 44-yard line. I'm going to say he actually stepped out before that, back at the 42-yard line.
The Cyclones showing the Bulldogs a new look there, 5 wide. Haven't seen that yet. Bring a guy in motion, flipping it to him.
An 11-yard run for Chris Galloway Jr., which not only something new tonight, but that's kind of a new wrinkle that they haven't shown much at all. Is Galloway, that's only his 3rd rushing attempt of the year. Here in the 6th game of the year now for the Cyclones. First down and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jarrett's back in there. He gets the handle, but nowhere to go. Good defensive play for Baldwin. They end up swarming to the ball, but it was Davidson who made the initial stop on Jarrett, stood him up, and allowed the help to come and make the tackle on James Jarrett for a loss of a yard. He's a guy that does not go for negative yards very often. But a 1-yard loss on that one makes it 2nd down and 11 with 90 seconds left in the opening quarter.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Stack up the line of scrimmage. Don't give them any holes to run through.
3 wide receivers to the right side for Stein. Fakes it to Jarrett. The slant caught by Roach. Through one arm tackle, through a second, and he's off to the races for Roach. And Mahaffey runs him down. They're going to mark it at the 10-yard line. A 49-yard completion on a pass, catch, and run by Roach.
Yeah, once again, missed tackles on the outside. Great hustle from Mahaffey to save a touchdown there.
49 yards on the pass play, first down for Bishop Ward.
That's what the Cyclones can do to you, though. They give it to Jarrett, pound you, and then just throw a little slant route.
Already 2 grabs for 65 yards for Roach after he had a first down catch back on the opening drive as well. Jarrett, a patient run, waiting for that hole to open, now spinning and leaning his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run for James Jarrett III, his 2nd rushing touchdown in as many possessions for the Cyclones, and it's 13-0 Bishop Ward. Medina on for another extra point.
To attempt the extra point is number 54. Juan Delgado Medina.
Got a big leg. I'd like to see him get an opportunity to try a field goal from distance in this game with that leg. He's perfect on another extra point, and it's 14-0 Bishop Ward on top of Baldwin late in the first on Baldwin Sports Live.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
$14 to nothing. Bishop Ward leads Baldwin with 43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Another touchdown drive that was capped off by James Jarrett III for Bishop Ward. 4 plays, 69 yards, and a 10-yard run for James Jarrett. The big play was the 49-yard completion to Javon Roach on that drive to help set up the 10-yard touchdown run by Jarrett. 2-touchdown lead early for Bishop Ward on the road as they are trying to spoil the Baldwin homecoming, and thus far the Cyclones have gotten off to a good start to doing that. Here's Grossner from the 13-yard line of the return, and brought down at the 25-yard line by Javion Braden. With 36 seconds left in the quarter, Baldwin will try to revert back to what they did their first drive, Ryan, and not last drive when they went 3 and out.
Yeah, this is a huge drive. This is the point of the game. You get down 2 scores. Whether or not you're going to compete in this game or you're going to lay over and get blown out, but try to put together a good drive here.
9-play, 55-yard drive to open the game. That resulted in a turnover on downs. 3 plays, all 3 passing plays, incomplete passes to go 3 and out on the last drive. That ball intended for Darnell, but a good play to break it up by David Jones. And this possession, like the last, starts with an incomplete pass. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10 with 32 seconds left in the quarter.
At the end of the first quarter, we'll have a short routine by the Baldwin Youth Cheer Girls.
Four wide for Harvey on a 2nd down and 10 at the 25-yard line. Pressure off the edge. Pass caught by Grossner. Ushered out of the 29-yard line by Roach. It's a 4-yard completion to bring up a 3rd down and 6.
That's a great play. It only goes for 4 yards, but it gets you 3rd and medium, 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, that's the kind of play that you hope they get on that first down play,
Right.
and then you're ahead of the chains. You got a 2nd down and 6. You can keep getting those small gains as opposed to putting yourself in a position where you got to go for something bigger. We've reached the end of the first, and it is 14 to nothing. Bishop Ward on top of Baldwin. You're watching Bulldog football on Baldwin Sports Live.
When choosing a bank, wouldn't you prefer doing business with a local institution with years of commitment to our community? That's Baldwin State Bank. For more than 100 years, we've been providing products and services specifically tailored to our friends in Baldwin City. Whether it's a free checking account, savings for retirement, or your next loan, we'll be here. Because our roots are here. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Baldwin Sports Live brought to you in part by Rice Precision Manufacturing in Baldwin City. Fast-growing, family-owned company that specializes in CNC machining and fabrication of parts, components, and assemblies for a wide range of industries. If you've got a manufacturing project that you need assistance with, email the sales team at sales@riceprecision.com to get more information and inquire at jobs@riceprecision.com to find out how you could be a part of the team and the ever-growing Rice Precision Manufacturing. 3rd down and 6 as we start the second quarter, and Jack Harvey doing it with his legs. couple of times tonight we've seen him break free as he takes it out to the 43-yard line. A 14-yard run on a 3rd down and 6. And there you go. First down, Bulldogs. See if that gets the chains moving down the field for him now. And try to go down there and answer what's been back-to-back scoring drives by Bishop Ward.
That was a good run from Harvey. Good toughness at the end there. He took a big shot out of bounds.
There's one thing we have seen time and time again from Harvey Ryan is he is not only willing but encourages contact. He seeks it out, it seems like. Tough young man and always willing to fight for the extra yard, and he gets him a first down on a nice run there. And once again, the play clock was winding down, so the Bulldogs will take another timeout. We're back in a moment with 11:51 left in the first half. 14-0 Bishop Ward on top of Baldwin.
Elite Chiropractic provides the latest and most effective adjusting techniques and soft tissue work, while staying up to date on current treatment research to ensure each patient receives their own specialized care. Dr. Ethan James operates with a patient-first mentality with a goal to get you back to normal as quickly and efficiently as possible. Elite Chiropractic accepts most insurance plans and works with patients of all ages. Get the relief you deserve. Call 785-594-1191 to make your appointment with Dr. Ethan James at Elite Chiropractic.
11:51 left to play in the first half. Bishop Ward on top of Baldwin, 14-0. A first down and 10 coming up for the Bulldogs on their own 43-yard line after a 3rd down run of 14 yards by Jack Harvey, their sophomore quarterback. Moved the chains for the Dogs. They've got it now. 1st and 10 of the 43. Nowak, the tight end motions, option the other way, and that ball is loose, and they're going to rule it an incomplete pass. Wow. That was going to be a scoop and score for Bishop Ward had the ruling gone the other way, but it's an incomplete pass. A forward toss on that pitch by Harvey. Second time we've seen that play result in an incomplete pass. Second time that Baldwin's thankful it did get ruled that way.
Another huge break for the Bulldogs, rolling that an incomplete pass. That speed option play has not worked out the way Coach Lisher envisioned it coming into this week.
No, and I guess hindsight, you're glad that the timing has not been there because it has gone forward, because otherwise you'd be looking at 2 turnovers, but certainly not as crisp as they would have liked it to be. Here's 2nd down and 10. Harvey under pressure, throws, nobody home. Andazola and Darnell were both there. They both come away with their palms in the air, kind of looking at each other, looking over the sideline as to say, wait, was that me supposed to be out there? Did I get it wrong? What happened there? Because another miscommunication, and now it leads to a 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, another 3rd and long here. Not a lot of plays in the playbook for that. Be interested to see if they try to roll Harvey out here out of the pocket. We saw a lot of that early in the season. Seems to be comfortable throwing on the run.
Mahaffey is singled up to his right, and Harvey's got 3 receivers to his left side. He rolls that way. Under immediate pressure, though, trying to get rid of it. They're going to rule him down. So Harvey is ruled down back at the 31-yard line. It will be a sack for Matthew Zaharo. And now 4th down and forever for the Bulldogs, and they'll have no choice but to pump this one away.
Yeah, somehow got a free release off the edge there towards the direction Harvey was rolling. Definitely not in the play design. After that first drive, it's been a struggle for the Bulldogs.
Just 8 yards on 9 plays in their last 2 possessions after they had 55 yards on 9 plays on their first possession. High snap through the hands of Mahaffey. Got it back, trying to run for it. He's got a long way to go, though. Mahaffey gets back to the line of scrimmage, gains a few positive yards, but on 4th and 20, and by the time you had to run 20 yards back to pick up the snap, he had to go forever to get to first down yardage. It will be credited as a 1-yard run for Mahaffey.
All in all, a heck of a play, honestly. Turn around, pick that ball up, run out around the edge. And you got within 10 yards of the sticks, but good field position now for the Cyclones.
So from the 33-yard line of Baldwin, Bishop Ward has not needed a short field to score 2 possessions or score 2 touchdowns in 2 possessions, but now they get a short field to try to add to what is already a 14-0 lead with 10:49 left in the first half. And now they will use their first half timeout. So with 10:49 left to play in the half, we'll step aside. We're back right after this on Baldwin Sports Live.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Homecoming night in Baldwin, but the Bulldogs trailing the visiting Bishop Ward Cyclones 14-0 with 10:49 left to play in the second quarter. Bishop Ward takes over at the Baldwin 33-yard line after a bad snap on an attempted punt by Baldwin. Gave him an official turnover on downs and a short field for the Cyclones. James Jarrett, the running back, he's been busy early on in this game, and he gets rocked again down to the 29-yard line. Short gain, just 4 yards. It'll bring up second down and 6, and Azola on the tackle.
And that's what kills you defensively, giving up 5-6 yards of carry. You'd like to keep that under, 2-3 yards of carry.
Jarrett for the year averages 9.4 yards per carry. And tonight, the Dogs have done a better job than he's done all year. 8.6 yards per carry so far.
All right.
Tongue in cheek, of course, because Jarrett has not been stopped in this game. 9 carries, 78 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Flags before the snap. That's a false start on Bishop Ward. So that will push it back to a second down and 11 with right at 10 minutes left to play in the first half. Coming up on the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show, we will have the homecoming royalty crowning ceremony for you. We'll carry that live here on Baldwin Sports Live during the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. So stick around for that. Second down and 11. Ball on the 34-yard line of Baldwin. Stein had trouble catching the snap. Now just tries to bail it out with a throw intended for Roach. Galloway was in the area as well. And a flag thrown back at the line of scrimmage. And it's an ineligible man downfield on Bishop Ward.
Cyclones shooting themselves in the foot this drive. Just going backwards after that first down run of about 5-6 yards. Bulldogs will take it.
Hopefully they can use it now to make a stop. Trailing by 2 touchdowns. 9:54 left in the first half. Still a long way to go in this ball game. But it's going to take some stops, and it's going to take the Baldwin offense trying to find their mojo that they had back in the opening possession before it was stymied by a turnover on downs.
Wouldn't be surprised if they try to take a shot through the air here.
So was there a second penalty on that? They didn't mark off any yards. The Bulldogs just declined the penalty. All right.
Okay.
So on the incomplete pass, the Dogs declined the penalty. So it is third down and 11 from the 34. Stein under pressure, but there's nobody home in the center of the field. Takes off running with it. Has a first down and plenty more down near the 10-yard line. So the Bulldogs got some pressure, but Andazola eventually makes the tackle after what resulted in a 24-yard run by Stein. After that initial pressure forced Stein to run. There was just unfortunately nobody home with the Bulldogs matched up man-to-man in the defense, secondary.
I think that might have actually been a design quarterback draw. Either way, Bulldogs thought what I was thinking. Drop back defensively, look for the pass, and quarterback just kept it right up the middle.
It sets up the Cyclones with a first down and goal at the 10-yard line. This has been Jarrett territory, and it is James Jarrett III again. Lost the football. And it is recovered by the Bulldogs. So James Jarrett III, who's been excellent so far tonight, coughs one up into the end zone, a touchback, and it goes over to the Bulldogs, who are a -12 in the turnover margin this year through 4 games. That's just the 3rd turnover they forced this season. All 3 have been fumble recoveries, and boy, do they ever need that one to shut down what was looking like going to be a 3rd consecutive touchdown drive by Bishop Ward. Instead, Baldwin takes over at the 20, down 14-0 with 9.5 left to play in the first half.
It's huge getting a stop, maybe get some momentum rolling here.
Harvey on the read option keeps out to the 27-yard line. A 7-yard first down run before the tackle by Jones. So there we go, a promising first down play, and gets them in a manageable situation now with a 2nd down and 3.
As long as you can keep just getting positive yardage, try to control that clock a little bit and work your way back into this game.
A scoring drive here would go a long way to getting the Bulldogs the confidence they need to stick with the Cyclones. And there is a false start, so from 2nd and 3, it's back to 2nd and 8.
Motion, false start called against the offense. 5-yard penalty will be 2nd and 7.
2nd down and 8 from back at the 22-yard line.
See the way that the Cyclones line up defensively. It's just man-to-man coverage on the outside, a safety over the top, just daring them to throw it deep.
Harvey instead throws over the middle. It was tipped and nearly picked. He wanted Darnell on the quick slant. That ball was tipped up in the air, and then when that ball gets up there like that, dangerous things can happen. Dustin Rector nearly had the interception for Bishop Ward, but it falls innocently to the turf, and it brings up 3rd down and 8 for Baldwin. And remember, it was 2nd and 3, but the false start made it 2nd and 8, which now turned into 3rd down and 8. A lot more plays are at the availability of the coaches when it's a 3rd and 3 as opposed to a 3rd and 8. Quick throw out to Grossner. Trying to get him in some space, let him make a play, but not going to happen. He is wrestled down for a loss back at around the 21-yard line by Javion Braden. But a late flag, yep.
Officials have a discussion here.
They're going to sort out the laundry on the field. It was a 1-yard loss on the completion to Grossner. But here comes a big penalty call, and it looks like it's against Bishop Ward. A dead ball personal foul against the Cyclones. So instead of 4th down and 9, it's going to be 1st down and 10 after they march off 15 yards. And that nets the Bulldogs a 1st down at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, Bishop Ward trying to flip the script a little bit. They're the ones turning it over and committing big penalties now. See if the Bulldogs can take advantage of that. It's a big break.
Sorry there, Ryan. 8 minutes left to play. First half from the 36-yard line. Harvey motions Buck across to his left side. And now to throw. over the middle and short, intended for Mahaffey on the slant. The coverage on the play by Jashon Holiday for Bishop Ward.
On so many of those slant routes, I just can't help but think there might be a slant and go coming at some point. Get those corners biting up on it. Saw Harvey had a couple of decent deep balls late in that Topeka Hayden game. See if they let him throw it down the field tonight.
And you mentioned it a little bit ago, Ryan. They only have the one safety back in the middle of the field, so it makes it hard for him if you got dueling deep routes on opposite sides. He's got to make a choice and should have a one-on-one option for Harvey as he takes off and runs this time. Cut down to the 40-yard line. It's a 4-yard run before the tackle by Bryce Johnson.
Yeah, and it sounds easy when we're sitting up here to, just take a deep shot, throw it deep, but you got to also have the protection to protect Harvey, give him the time.
No doubt. And that play right there, that protection certainly wasn't there for Harvey, as he had to basically go in scramble mode as soon as he took the snap. 3rd down and 6. 7:20 left to play first half. Baldwin's defense forced a turnover right on the goal line. Now trying to get the offense rolling. Grossner on the jet sweep. Can't get the corner. He was wrapped up in the backfield and brought down for a loss. Corey Stewart Jr. makes the tackle. A 2-yard loss on the play, and it brings up 4th down and 8. Mahaffey will come on to punt.
4th and 8 for BHS. On the punt is number 13, Cole Mahaffey. The receiver is number 12.
Last time they snapped it over Mahaffey's head. This time they get it down, nearly blocked. Another high punt, but not deep. This time it will take another big Baldwin bounce and come to a stop at the 31-yard line. 6:22 left to play in the first half. And back out comes the Bishop Ward offense, which has really not been stopped at all tonight. They stopped themselves with a penalty, overcame that, and then the Baldwin defense did bow up and make a play down on the goal line with a forced fumble. They forced Jarrett to cough it up. But right now, Bishop Ward averaging 11.2 yards per play. And they start this possession on their own 31-yard line. Christian Stein wants to throw, taking a deep shot for Galloway. Makes the catch, falling to his back at the 33-yard line. It's a 36-yard completion on first down, and they quickly move it into Baldwin territory.
It looked like Mahaffey just kind of got turned around there in coverage. Couldn't quite make a play on that one.
Stein has only completed 3 of 4 passes so far, but for 101 yards. We talked about it in the open. Last week he completed 10 out of 12 passes for 282 yards. So he is right now feasting on some big plays in the passing game. Out to Roach. And we have seen Roach make guys miss on multiple occasions as he catches what was a 1-yard completion and turns it into a 14-yard gain down to the 19-yard line, and it's a 1st and 10 for Bishop Ward.
There's a flag on the play.
A late flag where the tackle was made comes in.
That's been where teams have been attacking the Bulldogs, though, on defense. Around to the outside, trying to outflank them.
They're going to wave the flag off, so no penalty. Ball is marked at the 18-yard line. So officially a 15-yard completion to Roach, who's up to 80 yards on 3 grabs in this game. From the 18, 1st down and 10. Galloway to motion man. Fake the jet sweep to him. James Jarrett the third, right up the middle and in untouched for an 18-yard touchdown run. His third of the ball game, tying his season high as it's the third game this year that James Jarrett has run for 3 touchdowns.
That time Cyclones used a little misdirection, faking the jet sweep, pulling the defense out wide, and just gave it to Jarrett right up the middle. Could have drove a truck through the hole.
So with that touchdown run, Jarrett goes over the century mark for the 6th consecutive game. And Juan Delgado Medina boots the extra point through to make it 21-0 Bishop Ward with 5:14 remaining in the first half on Baldwin Sports Live.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
21-0, Bishop Ward leads Baldwin with 5:14 left to play in the first half. New to Baldwin Sports Live, Bulldog fans, you can text Baldwin to 816-406-0051. If you want a clip of the latest big play, text Baldwin to 816-406-0051. Baldwin Sports Live along with EZ Relic. Give our viewers a chance to capture every moment of every game. Get every highlight sent right to your phone. Text Baldwin to 816-406-0051. And best of all, it's free. To learn more, go to ezrelic.com. That's EZ, the letters, relic.com. Penalty flag on the kickoff. And the Cyclones were offside.
I'm not sure if that was an intentional squib kick or if he just miskicked that, but either way, they'll back it up a little bit and try it again.
.248 yards of offense on 4 possessions for Bishop Ward so far tonight as they lead this game 21-0. Baldwin needs an answer in the worst way right now. That is a line drive that is picked up by Wesley Martin. He returns it back to the 43-yard line. Bishop Ward tackle made by Gennaro Jones.
Good hands being shown there by Wesley Martin.
Yeah, that's not just a soft, easy ball coming in there. It has a rocket right at his chest. I'm going to go intentional on the squib kick.
Yeah.
Seeing it back-to-back times like that, especially with the leg we've seen Medina have.
Right. They're really having to chase those extra points down.
So from the 45, first down and 10. Baldwin, they need an answer as they trail 21-0 in this one. Harvey throws to Nowak, his tight end. Tackles from behind as he crosses midfield to the 43-yard line of Bishop Ward. And Bryce Johnson, who made the tackle, comes up gimpy. And he goes back down to the turf after he initially tried to get himself off of the field. He is going to be down in the training staff will come out and take a look at him after he made the stop on the 12-yard completion to the Bulldog tight end Zane Nowak. Just his second grab of the year. 5:03 left to play in this first half. 21-0. Baldwin on top, Bishop Ward on top of Baldwin here in Baldwin tonight. Chance to give you a chamber update as well, brought to you by the Baldwin City Chamber of Commerce. They remind you that the Maple Leaf Festival is just around the corner, coming up on October 16th and 17th. The parade will kick off the weekend on Saturday morning, October 16th at 11 a.m. And then all kinds of fun and festivities with the annual Maple Leaf Festival. Do not miss out. Come out to Baldwin City October 16th and 17th. If you can find a place to park, come on out and enjoy Baldwin City's Maple Leaf Festival. First down and 10, Bulldogs on the Bishop Ward 43-yard line with just under 5 minutes left to play in the first half. Harvey's pass caught by Darnell. Short gain, 2 yards to the 41-yard line. David Jones right there on Darnell to make the tackle.
Second and 8 for BHS.
Second down and 8 with 4.5 to play until halftime. And don't forget, coming up on the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show, we will have the crowning ceremony of the 2021 Baldwin High School Homecoming King and Queen. Harvey really rides that ball on the hip of Andazola for a long time, then pulls and takes it himself down to the 35-yard line. Rector makes the stop after the 6-yard run by Harvey, and that will bring up a 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, that's another big play to make it 3rd down short here. Very manageable. Baldwin putting together another good drive here.
Yeah, now you've got everything in the playbook. If you like something in the passing game, you can certainly go there. If you feel good about Harvey on the ground or Cody Buck or some of those jet sweeps we've seen, I mean, you've got every option now. Harvey will go to pass, pressured immediately, and throws incomplete as Jones was all over the back of Darnell. There was certainly some contact, but they're going to call it clean, and it brings up 4th down and 2 on the incomplete pass, and no question they'll go for it here on 4th and 2 at the 35 of Bishop Ward.
I mean, a lucky break there for the Cyclones. He was all over his back riding him. No pass interference call. It's a big play here. Don't want to give it back to him.
That's Grosser in motion. Fake the jet sweep to him, but I don't know that it was going to matter whether Harvey gave it or pulled it. Both guys had defenders all over them. The tackle in the backfield made by Christian Brown. And on 4th down and 2, the Bulldogs lose 4, and they turn it over on downs.
The Bulldog girls and boys cross-country teams competed yesterday at the Sabetha Invitational.
3:28 left to play in the first half, and now after the letdown of the failed 4th down conversion there, the Bulldogs got to find a way to come up with a stop here before the half. There's 3:28 to go. Bishop Ward is going to get the football to start the second half as well, so you could quickly find yourself going from down 21, which is no easy chore to overcome as it is, but you could quickly find yourself going from 21 down to 35 down in a hurry without even having a chance to possess the football. Deep shot on 1st down, but out of the reach of Roach. Good coverage by Cody Buck for the Bulldogs, who is step for step with Roach. And it will bring up 2nd down and 10 for Bishop Ward.
The receiver is number 7, Javon Roach.
Yeah, really good coverage by Buck there. He's step for step with him. Even a good pass would have been a tough play.
We see him take a deep shot on 1st down, but Baldwin can't just assume they're going to keep throwing the ball deep. There's still plenty of time to get Jarrett involved, their star running back. They fake it to him, flip it out into the flat left side for Chris Galloway Jr., and he puts on the speed to pick up a 1st down and more, but there is a penalty flag. The back judge threw that flag from a long way back behind the play. So as it stands, it's a 21-yard completion to Galloway, but let's see what the call is on the penalty flag.
We've already had one ineligible downfield. Let's see if they caught him for another one. I'm not sure. I didn't see what the flag could be.
Yeah, and it came from the deep back judge, which wouldn't typically be, and they're going to wave this flag off as well. So that's the 2nd time now we've seen them wave off a flag. So the 21-yard completion to Chris Galloway Jr. will stand, and it's 1st down and 10, Bishop Ward at the Baldwin 40. And that's the tough part for us up here because we don't really know what that discussion was about. Yeah. So there's no way to really decide, yeah, picking it up was good because we don't know. We don't know what the potential penalty even was.
I don't think it's like it fell out of his pocket or anything.
Oh, no.
I think he threw it.
Yeah, it doesn't fall 20 yards out. All right, here's a 1st down and 10 to the 40. Galloway in motion. Fake to him, up the middle to Jarrett. Darnell was riding on his back for around 3 or 4 yards. Finally, they were able to push him back. The ball did come out late, but Jarrett's forward progress was deemed stopped at the 36-yard line after a 4-yard run.
Number 15, Vance Logan.
Some of those running backs like Jarrett can fall susceptible to fumbles at times. You know, they're fighting for the extra yardage, guys riding on their back, and might be able to punch that ball out. Seen it already once down by the goal line.
12 carries, 107, and 3 touchdowns for James Jarrett III in this game. He's nearing the 700 mark for the season. He'll be spelled for a play here, though, as Bryce Johnson Jr. comes in. But a delay of game will cost the Cyclones 5 yards. Or did they get a timeout? Side judges coming in, and they are going to say delay of game.
Delay of game called against the offense, a 5-yard penalty.
2nd down and 11 after the penalty yardage is marked off with 1 minute and 57 seconds to play in the first half. Stein quick out to Galloway, and he short hopped him, so it's incomplete to bring up 3rd down and 11.
Big play defensively here, you'd imagine. Even if they don't get it here, they'd probably go for it on 4th, but try to make it a 4th and long if they don't get it here.
Yeah, I think you're right that this is probably 2-down territory for them, which does change the play call a little bit. You don't have to necessarily attack it for 11 yards. You could try and pick up a 5-6 yard chunk. For that matter, you can even run it here to make a potential 4th down conversion shorter. We'll see what they go with on 3rd and 11. Stein is going to air it out instead. He's got Galloway wide open, laying out to make the grab inside the 10, marked down at the 7-yard line. A 34-yard completion to Galloway Jr., who made a heck of an effort to haul that one in. Comes up injured at the end of the play, though. So a great effort by Chris Galloway Jr., who's caught 3 balls for 91 yards in the ball game, with 2 of those catches for 55 coming on this series. Perhaps had the wind knocked out of him maybe when he dove and landed on the football. That'd be probably best case scenario there.
Right.
Looks like they're working up underneath of his shoulder pads, but hopefully the young man will be okay. He has been a nice piece of this offense for Bishop Ward. Came in 2nd leading receiver in terms of receptions and yards, led the team in receiving touchdowns coming in. And has made 2 big plays on this drive alone, has 3 grabs in the game, and he will walk off the field under his own power with 1 minute and 35 seconds left to play in the first half. He has set up the Cyclones with a 1st down and goal at the 7-yard line after that 34-yard catch. Two timeouts remain for Bishop Ward. They've got plenty of time with 1.5 minutes to go in the half. So the running game still an option for the Cyclones. James Jarrett III. He's rushed for 3 touchdowns already. This time they fake it to him, and that left a wide open lane into the end zone for Daniel Brown. First touchdown of the year for Daniel Brown, and nobody saw him getting the football there. The fake to Jarrett left it a wide open alley to the end zone for Brown.
Yeah, good play design by the Cyclones. Everybody's got their eyes on Jarrett, who they've been pounding you with all game. Just a little jet sweep after the play action fake to him.
Medina on for another extra point. He has a perfect 3 for 3 in this game. And he drills another one, 28-0. Bishop Ward leads Baldwin with 1 minute and 20 seconds to play in the first half on Baldwin Sports Live.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
$28-0. Bishop Ward leads Baldwin. A minute and 20 seconds left to play in the first half. Scoring drive for the Bishop Ward Cyclones after they forced a Baldwin turnover on downs. Goes 6 plays, 66 yards, and a 7-yard touchdown run by Daniel Brown.
Back in to receive for Baldwin, number 2, Cody Buck, and number 11, right
Be
there.
ready for another squib kick here if you're the up man.
And is exactly what happens, and it ends up rolling all the way back to the 24-yard line. Cody Buck falls on it there for Baldwin, so the Bulldogs start at their own 24 with a minute and 19 seconds to play in the half.
So we'll see what we do here. If we're willing to just go into the half, or we try to take some shots down the field, maybe. Why not?
Harvey has thrown 18 times in the first half, but only completing 8 of those 18 attempts for 56 yards. And Bishop Ward has not been shy about bringing pressure. Ball on the turf, and it is recovered by Bishop Ward as Harvey had trouble on the exchange, and there is a turnover for Baldwin, their first of this ball game.
Number 10, Roderick Strong. First and 10 Cyclones.
Well, that's not what you wanted to happen. That wasn't one of the options. Either take a shot deep or go into the half. But
yet one play and a turnover, and now Bishop Ward with a minute and 16 seconds. And again, the Cyclones will get the football to start the second half as well, so they've got a chance to blow this one wide open now. 4 rushing touchdowns in the game. And here's a first carry of the night. Working off the left side for a big game, Matthew Zaharo. There is a flag as he picked up, looks like about 10 to put it right around the first down mark on the yards to gain. But let's check the flag, and it is a hold against Bishop Ward. So wipe off the run by Zaharo and bring it back to a first and long from the 27-yard line. So first down and 15.
Block in the back, called against the offense. So
Oh, they called a block at the back. I thought it looked like you signaled hold, but regardless, first down and 15 from the 27, under a minute to go in the half. And looked like a false start on this near side. The receiver in the slot, Rector, got off to a quick start.
A shift called against the offense. 5-yard penalty.
now all of a sudden this game getting a little disjointed. A lot of penalties.
Now first down and 20 for Bishop Ward from the 32-yard line.
Officials are earning their pay tonight.
First down, 20 yards to go for the Cyclones.
Stein to throw. Rector over the middle. Catches it. Bounces off a would-be tackler. Trying to veer outside down to the 8-yard line. 26 yards on the completion. Or will they take a timeout? They are going to with 24 seconds left in the half. They'll call it 24 yards on that completion to Rector. And it's a first down and goal coming up for Bishop Ward. The Cyclones will have one timeout remaining with just 24 seconds left in the half, trying to take advantage of a late Baldwin turnover. The Bulldogs' first turnover of this game after they entered this ball game at a -12 in the turnover margin. 14 giveaways, just 2 takeaways. They do have a takeaway tonight, but a potential costly giveaway as well, with Bishop Ward set to receive the second half kickoff also. It's homecoming tonight for Baldwin. We will have the homecoming ceremonies for you at halftime. We'll carry that live for you, so don't go anywhere. Coming up on the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show.
See if they can make a stand here on the goal line again. Keep them out of the end zone.
It was down here where they forced that fumble to stop Bishop Ward, the only stop they've had of the Cyclones tonight. James Jarrett, the third, give him his 4th rushing touchdown of the ball game. This one from 8 yards out, and it is 34-0 Bishop Ward.
Took the extra point.
Medina on for the extra point.
Medina holding his number 14, Christian Stein.
And that one comes awkwardly off to the left, no good. So it remains 34-0. We'll be back in a moment. You're watching Baldwin Sports Live.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
$34-0. Bishop Ward leads Baldwin with just 19 seconds left in the first half. It was 21-0 with under 2 minutes to go in the half, and then Bishop Ward got him a touchdown and then a one-play drive for Baldwin, a turnover on their first snap, set up another quick score. 2 plays, 32 yards, an 8-yard touchdown run by James Jarrett. And the squib kick is still loose, and it looks like Baldwin does recover it around the 37-yard line. And it is recovered by Jake Van Horn. But the Baldwin Bulldogs with 18 seconds, down 34. At this point, just simply got to get out of the half without any more disaster striking. Handoff goes to Cody Buck. Run backwards after a gain of 2. Cameron Yarbrough on the stop.
For Bishop Ward, number 5, Daniel Brown. Also number 2, Keelan Smith.
And that will do it for the first half. 34-0. Bishop Ward on top of Baldwin. We're back with the homecoming ceremonies right after this on the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face to face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes, offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient to caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
All right, welcome back to halftime. Let's enjoy the homecoming ceremonies here in Baldwin tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Baldwin High School Student Council, student body, faculty, staff, and administration would like to welcome you to the BHS 2021 Homecoming King and Queen Coronation. These 6 senior candidates were nominated by their senior class. The entire high school student body then voted for their choice of King and Queen candidates. Let's meet the candidates. Couple number 1 is Devin Prather and Sophie Baker. Devin is the son of Janelle and Nick Prather. During his time at BHS, Devin has been involved in soccer, weights, film society, forensics, and ball. He even hopes to try 2 new sports in the winter and spring seasons of his senior year. When asked to pick a song to be the theme song to his life, Devin chose Walking on a Dream by Empire of the Sun because he is always looking for the next thrill. And it's a great song to jam to with a car full of people. After graduation, Devin plans on playing soccer at a nearby college, but is currently undecided on a major. Sophie is the daughter of Dana and Dustin Baker. During her time at BHS, Sophie has been involved in volleyball, softball, golf, Stuco, Link, Stand Up to Cancer, Mardi Gras, Environmental Club, National Honor Society, Speak, and the Avant. When asked what song she would choose as the theme song to her life, Sophie chose The Man by Taylor Swift because she wants to exceed expectations of what people think she can do and prove them wrong. After graduation, Sophie plans to continue her volleyball career at Avila while pursuing a degree in psychology. Devin Prather and Sophie Baker. Couple number 2 is Colin Ediger and Riley Smith. Colin is the son of Terry and Joss Ediger. During his time at BHS, Colin has been involved in tennis, track, soccer, film society, environmental club, and Stuco. When asked what the theme song of his life would be, Colin chose Where'd All the Time Go by Dr. Dog. This song explains how quickly time passes, and he feels as though his life has quickly flown by. After graduation, Colin plans on attending school at the University of Kansas, but is currently undecided on a major as of yet. Riley is the daughter of Kelly Bethel Smith and Tesley Smith. During her time at BHS, Riley has been involved in cross country, track, basketball, soccer, dance team, concert choir, a cappella, fall musical, NHS, Mardi Gras Diversity Day, Stuco, and the Environmental Club. When asked what song she would choose as the theme song for her life, Riley chose Mama Tried by Merle Haggard because she sometimes makes life difficult and accidentally causes trouble for her mom, even though she is an angel. After graduation, Riley would like to go to college to continue her soccer career while pursuing a pre-medical degree. She is still deciding on where she would like to do that. Colin Ediger and Riley Smith. Couple number 3 is Charles Pittman and Zoe Latessa. Charles is the son of Tony Pittman. During his time at BHS, Charlie has been involved in soccer, Baldwin Bulldog Trap and Plays, tennis, Stuco, Link, NHS, Environmental Club, and the musical stage crew. When asked what song he would select as the theme song for his life, Charlie chose Life is a Highway, the Rascal Flatts version from Cars, because that movie was his childhood obsession and life is too short to stand still. After graduation, Charles is still undecided of his exact plans, but he is interested in studying international business and foreign relations at the University of Michigan. Zoe is the daughter of Kara and Brent Latessa. During her time at BHS, Zoe has been involved in softball, volleyball, Stuco, Link, NHS, Mardi Gras, and Stand Up to Cancer. When asked what song she would choose to be her theme song, Zoe chose The Way Life Goes by Lil Uzi Vert because things happen and people change, but she has learned to stay true to herself. After graduation, Zoe would like to double major in criminal justice and psychology while playing softball at a college of her future choice. After college, she plans to attend the police academy. Charles Pittman and Zoe Latessa. Walking on onto the field now is last year's homecoming king, Drew Schoendaler. With his representative of our homecoming queen, Emma Grossamy. Drew is currently attending and playing soccer at Allen Community College while working on his major of exercise science and athletic training. Emma G could not accompany our king this evening because she is in Dubuque, Iowa for Baker Volleyball. Emma attends Baker University as a volleyball player and wrestler while attending classes as a pre-nursing major. Chaperoning our last year's king, tonight's junior crown bearers are Bo Engeman and Corey Canterbury. Bo is the son of Crystal and Tim Engeman. Corey is the daughter of Randy and Clint Canterbury. Ladies and gentlemen, Baldwin High School's 2021 homecoming king and queen are Riley Smith and Devin Prather.
All right, there we have it. Congratulations to Riley Smith and Devin Prather, this year's homecoming king and queen for Baldwin High School. More of the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show coming up right after this with Kelly Neufeld, your Farm Bureau agent in Baldwin City, there to help you protect what matters most. That's Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting and see how Kelly and his team can help you achieve your financial goals, both present and future. 34-0 at the half. Bishop Ward on top of the Baldwin Bulldogs here on Baldwin Sports Live.
At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health. Experience the creative home for Baldwin City, the Lumberyard Art Center. Featuring Lucy's Corner, a unique local arts boutique, an art gallery with year-round rotating exhibits featuring the work of local artists, creative classes for all ages, community theater, and of course, live local music with Lumberyard Live on High featuring area artists. Visit lumberyardartscenter.org for a full schedule of upcoming events and exhibits. The Lumberyard Arts Center. Create, play, innovate in the heart of downtown Baldwin City.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Halftime in Baldwin City tonight. It's the Bishop Ward Cyclones on top of the Baldwin Bulldogs 34-0 as we welcome you back to the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. More than just insurance coverage, Farm Bureau is there to assist in your insurance, investment, and wealth management needs. Go see Kelly and the team in downtown Baldwin City to sit down face-to-face to discuss your financial well-being and how Farm Bureau Financial Services can help. Time for the Baldwin Sports Update here on the halftime show for you. Boys soccer had dropped their last two games with a 2-0 loss at Lewisburg and a 3-2 loss at Hayden before they found their way back into the win column last night. A 2-1 victory over Piper, so good job to the Bulldogs soccer team there. They'll return to action Monday, hosting Midland Adventist Academy at 4 p.m. And they will then play on the road at Tongi next week on Thursday night as they continue their charge towards the postseason. Speaking of postseason, high hopes continue to build for the Bulldog volleyball team as they continue to rack up wins. They won the Wellsville Invitational last weekend, took down Ottawa in 4 sets on Monday night. Bulldogs have climbed all the way up to number 3 in the latest KVCA rankings, 23-3 on the year. They play at Tongi next week on Tuesday and then have a rescheduled match with Piper set for Wednesday. Girls cross country finished second at the Maple Leaf Classic here in Baldwin this past weekend. Riley Smith, who was just named the homecoming queen, was a top 10 finisher with a 6th place finish in that cross country meet this past weekend. Diana Messick also in the top 10 with an 8th place finish. Jana Landreth, Bailey Smith, and Lily Breckheisen all finishing inside the top 20 as well individually for Baldwin as the girls took second overall. For the boys, they did not have a team finish, but Caleb Carr was their top runner. He came in 25th place overall. Girls tennis, they'll be competing in regionals tomorrow. Regional tournament hosted at Topeka Hayden High School. So good luck to the Bulldog girls tennis team tomorrow as they are the first fall sports team to hit the postseason with regionals tomorrow over in Topeka. So there's your Baldwin Sports Update here on the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. 34-0 Bishop Ward on top of Baldwin here at the break. We'll run down the first half numbers for you when we come back.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Elite Chiropractic provides the latest and most effective adjusting techniques and soft tissue work, while staying up to date on current treatment research to ensure each patient receives their own specialized care. Dr. Ethan James operates with a patient-first mentality with a goal to get you back to normal as quickly and efficiently as possible. Elite Chiropractic accepts most insurance plans and works with patients of all ages. Get the relief you deserve. Call 785-594-1191 to make your appointment with Dr. Ethan James at Elite Chiropractic.
Back on the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show, all Bishop Ward in this one, 34-0. The Cyclones are on top as we look at the first half numbers for you. Bishop Ward, 346 yards of offense, 151 on the ground, 195 through the air. They ran 27 plays and they averaged almost 13 yards per play, with 12 of their 27 plays going for 10 or more yards and 7 of their 27 going for 20-plus yards. Baldwin just 98 yards in the half, 42 on the ground, 56 through the air. They had 55 yards on their opening drive of the game, and after that, 43 yards on their ensuing 6 drives. Granted, one of those was a one-play run in the half, so we'll say 5 drives. But the point is there, a promising opening drive for the Bulldogs ended in a turnover on downs, and they never got it back going after that. The star of the first half has been the guy who's been the star of the season so far for Bishop Ward, James Jarrett III, 13 carries, 115 yards, and 4 touchdowns. He's up to 14 touchdowns now on the year, and this their 6th game, and he has crossed over the 100-yard mark for the 6th consecutive contest for the Cyclones. Christian Stein, 7 of 10 through the air, 195 yards. 3 of those went to Chris Galloway for 91. 3 went to Javon Roach for 80. And Dustin Rector with 1 grab for 24 yards as well. Daniel Brown, 1 carry for 7 yards and a touchdown in the first half for Bishop Ward. For Baldwin, Jack Harvey, 8 of 18 through the air for 56 yards. 8 carries for 38 yards on the ground for Harvey. Cole Mahaffey, who was a huge part of the offense last week. He was the starting quarterback with Harvey unavailable. And Mahaffey last week had 12 carries for 50 yards. Tonight has not carried the ball once and has only been targeted a couple of times with 1 catch for no yards. Riker Grossner, 2 carries for no yards, 3 catches for 20 yards. Sam Darnell, 2 catches for 18. Zane Nowak, 1 grab for 12 yards. And outside of the 38 yards from Harvey on the ground, Cody Buck, 2 carries for 3 yards is really all they've got going there. So it is all Bishop Ward through one half here. 34-0. Cyclones lead the Baldwin Bulldogs. You've been watching the halftime show presented by Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services. If you're looking for personal service from a local agent with a great company, then Kelly Neufeld is your guy. Give him a call at 785-594-1055. And his team are proud supporters of the Baldwin Bulldogs, so they would love to support you as well in your financial future. Go see them and visit with them about your financial future. At Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City, it's your future. Let's protect it. Back for the second half right after this on Baldwin Sports Live.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being part of the community we serve. Our roots run deep in Baldwin City, and our commitment runs deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home, or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we're here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for more than 100 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Along with Ryan Hilmer, I'm Bryce Kessler, and we welcome you back into Liston Stadium in Baldwin tonight, where we are headed to the second half of this ball game with Bishop Ward on top of the Baldwin Bulldogs, 34-0 in this Class 3A District 3 ball game. Looking at the district standings so far, at the top of the standings is Hayden. They are 2-0 in the district with a plus 21 scoring margin. Perry LeCompton also 2-0 in the district. They're a plus 14 in the scoring margin. Bishop Ward, they are currently third at 1-1 with a plus 5. Santa Fe Trail also 1-1. They are a minus 8 though, so they are fourth. And then you've got Osawatomie and Baldwin at the bottom of the district standings right now, both 0-2. Osawatomie and a negative 11 point differential, so they are slightly ahead of Baldwin, who is a negative 21 point differential. And they are headed towards another one of those tonight, but we'll see if they can find a way to come out and get something positive to happen in this second half. It seems to be kind of the theme we've had to talk about this year, is trying to come out and find some positives in the second half. But tonight, they trail 34-0 at the start of the second half, so that's where we're at. And it'll be the Bulldogs to kick it off to start the second half. Onside kick attempt, but that one goes a little bit too far down the field. Picked up by the Cyclones and back across midfield, setting them up with a great field position. Matthew DeHaro on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10, Bishop Ward at the Baldwin 49-yard line to start the second half. And the clock is running as we start the second half, so we've seen that a few times this year, and as we know, that means the possessions can be fleeting in the second half. So Baldwin's got to take advantage of the opportunity when they get it if they're going to try to put their first points up on the board this year. Still in search of that first touchdown. And now focused on a stop, though. James Jarrett III. He's the tailback. He has been the star for him. They'll start with DeHaro instead, though, who had that kickoff return. And a strong first down run by DeHaro down to the 38-yard line. Tackle made by Vance Morgan.
Yeah, we'll see another theme has been how long they'll keep their top guys in there, the Cyclones. See if maybe start mixing in some JV guys, getting some varsity experience.
Yeah, I know a lot of coaches like to come out and let the guys come back out of halftime and play a series or two to just get the body to respond from the break and then start up again. And if things continue to go like they have through one half, then you can't imagine they'll keep them out there that much longer. As Bishop Ward gets another big chunk here. 9 yards on that run by James Jarrett III, and it sets up a 2nd down and 1. Oh, I take that back. It was 24-yard line. My eyes saw it as the 29-yard line. So I cheated him by 5 yards. Give him 14 and a first down. No, I was right. 28-yard line. I don't know what the heck I'm looking at, Ryan.
It's one of those days.
Well, here's Jarrett again. Lost the football again. And the Bulldogs look to have recovered, and they have. Second time they have forced a turnover tonight as Connor Murray comes up with the Jarrett fumble. He has had a huge game. Jarrett, 129 yards in this one and 4 touchdowns, but that's the second lost fumble for the senior running back. And Baldwin will take over on that turnover at their own 22-yard line.
So there we go. Baldwin offensively has looked capable at times to move the ball downfield. See how they come out and open the second half here tonight.
So the Bulldogs from their own 22-yard line, they put the ball on the ground, but it's recovered by Cody Buck. They lose 2 yards. A 2nd down and 12 coming up for Baldwin. Nine plays, 55 yards of the Bulldogs' opening drive of the game. Since then, they have run 23 plays for a total of 41 yards. And now face 2nd and 12 on their own 20. Harvey fakes the give, keeps it himself as he destroys the defender at the 25-yard line. Huge collision. As Harvey once again not afraid to lower the shoulder and lay the boom as the offensive player. He picks up 5 yards on the play and make that 5 yards to the 25, so it's 3rd down and 7.
You don't see a lot of quarterbacks lowering their shoulder like that.
Probably don't see a lot of coaches who like to see their quarterback lower the shoulder like that, but you can't get mad about the effort. Harvey to throw on 3rd and 7. A small window to fit that pass into his tight end Nowak, but it is caught by Zane at the 34-yard line. A 9-yard completion and a first down.
Another one of those timing routes, little out route off the play action fake, keeping the defense honest.
Clock ticks down near 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. When you get these running clock games, it just seems like you blink and the quarter is halfway through. That's where we're at almost here. With 7 to go in the quarter and Baldwin facing a 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. It's Buck trying to gain the edge on the right side. Able to fall forward. Tackle made out at the 8-yard line, so a 4-yard run for Cody Buck. Stop made by DeHaro. Second down and 6 with 6:40 and counting to play in the third. Bulldogs hoping to get that goose egg off the scoreboard. And we're not talking just a goose egg tonight. They have yet to score this year. This would be a great time to do it. And this is Connor Murray right into the teeth of the defense and pushes his way forward out to the 42-yard line for 4 more.
So there we go. We've talked about it over and over. You get to third and manageable. It's so much easier as an offense as opposed to looking at all those 3rd and 10s, 3rd and longs. Now the whole playbook's open for you.
Back-to-back times they've kept it on the ground. See if they put it back in that right arm of Jack Harvey, who is certainly a dual threat when he does drop back to pass, but he has thrown 19 passes in this game, but he's also rushed it 9 times. He wants to throw on 3rd and 2. Down the middle for Mahaffey, who makes the catch in between defenders, but has a first down and more. Down near the 17-yard line on a big pass to Cole Mahaffey.
So there we go. That's what I've been calling for. A deep shot. Man-to-man defense on the outside from Bishop Ward. Nice pass from Harvey. Great catch, Mahaffey.
They get 42 on the completion to Cole Mahaffey. Just his second grab of the game, but that big one sets him up in the red zone as they are knocking on the door of their first score of the year. Moving quickly from the 16-yard line. Harvey on a design quarterback keep, unable to get around the edge. Bryce Johnson comes around to make the stop back at the 17-yard line. A 1-yard loss on the run by Harvey, and it brings up second down and 11.
Just about every time Baldwin's been down into the red zone, they've either turned it over or turned it over on downs. Couldn't get it in there, so try to turn that around here.
And part of that problem has become like that. You go backwards on a first down, and now you're behind the chains, but they've got 3 downs to still get it back. Second down and 11. And contact between the defensive line and the offensive line. They're going to call this against the Bishop Ward defense. At least that was the initial signal. And it is an encroachment penalty on Bishop Ward, so that'll help. That helps make up for that loss of yards on first down and makes it a second down and 6 with under 4 to go in the third.
Sometimes you can just lull that defense to sleep, use the same kind of snap count all game long. Just go on 2 one time, get them jump off sides.
A great time for it. Make it much more manageable now on a 2nd and 6 with the ball resting at the 12-yard line. Harvey, quick slant for Mahaffey, who caught it in the end zone. Touchdown, Baldwin.
There's that connection again, Harvey to Mahaffey. His slant route, great connection, first points of the year for Baldwin. It's good to see the crowd going crazy.
So back-to-back big plays for Cole Mahaffey. A 43-yard catch got him down there in range to score, and then the 12-yard hookup with Harvey for the touchdown. Now they'll go for 2. Harvey on the 2-point conversion, rolls to his right, flips it into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Can't return those 2-point conversion attempts in high school, but that negates the try, but it's a touchdown for the Bulldogs, 34-6. Bishop Ward on top of Baldwin with 2:30 and counting left to play here in Baldwin tonight.
Morning Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes, offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient to caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
The Baldwin Bulldogs defense gets a stop to start the second half as they force the turnover on the fumble by James Jarrett III. And the offense goes 8 plays, 74 yards, and has their first points of the year on a 12-yard touchdown pass from Jack Harvey to Cole Mahaffey. It's 34-6 Bishop Ward with 1 minute and 18 seconds left now in the third quarter. In the running clock situation, we left you with 2.5. We come back with a little more than a minute. Their onside kick attempt rolled over to Bishop Ward. Cameron Yarborough waiting for it. Scoops it up at the 47-yard line.
There's some 10 Cyclones.
So that certainly had to feel good for the Bulldogs to get the touchdown. And they do it on the heels of the defense forcing a stop as well, which was nice to see.
They really couldn't ask for a better start to the second half, even though the third quarter is almost over.
Bishop Ward had it for just 2 plays on their opening drive of the second half before James Jarrett coughed it up on a lost fumble. His second lost fumble of the game. He's more than made up for those fumbles with nearly 130 yards and 4 touchdowns on the ground. Letting that play clock get all the way down to 3. They snap it and hand off to DeHaro. He is stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Wesley Martin along with Miguel Andazola making the tackle. And that will end the third quarter as Bishop Ward leads Baldwin 34-6. We head to the fourth here on Baldwin Sports Live.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes, offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient to caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
So quick back to play as we start the fourth quarter, and it's DeHaro again on the run for Bishop Ward. He was shut down for a no gain on first down, and he rips off 6 here on second down. And Azola makes the tackle for the Bulldogs, and it's 3rd down and 4 for Bishop Ward.
It's a huge fourth quarter for Baldwin in terms of confidence moving forward. They're probably not going to win this game, but you know, moving forward in the next few games, if you can take some confidence into those, this is going to be winnable games.
You get 1-4 Santa Fe Trail next Friday night here at home, and then at 0-5 Osawatomie in week 8. Blown up in the backfield, Zane Nowak makes the tackle for the loss as he swings Jack Taylor down back at the original line of scrimmage, or just shy of it, a 5-yard loss, and it brings up a 4th down and 9.
That play was doomed from the start. I'm not sure why that wasn't a legal shift. That looked like 2 or 3 different guys moving around at the snap, but Bulldogs will take it. 4th down, punt situation.
Well, the first time Christian Stein has been asked to punt for Bishop Ward. Riker Drossner is waiting back deep for Baldwin, and before they're going to have a chance to punt it, they didn't have the personnel out there. They were struggling to get a guy who had to run on late, and it forces him to take a timeout. We'll break with him as well. 10:31 left to play in the fourth here on Baldwin Sports Live.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being part of the community we serve. Our roots run deep in Baldwin City, and our commitment runs deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home, or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we're here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for more than 100 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
$10:30 left to play here in the fourth quarter. And a punt coming up, or at least anticipating a punt coming up here from Bishop Ward. It'll be their first punt of the ball game after the Bulldogs get the stop. And that is now back-to-back defensive stops for the Bulldogs in this second half. High snap. Stein has to go back a couple of steps to catch it, but gets the punt away cleanly, and a nice punt. Good bounce for Bishop Ward as well, and rolls out down at the 12-yard line. So long field coming up for Baldwin after they scored a touchdown last time they had it. We'll see what they can do for an encore this time around.
See the offense running out a little more pep in their step now. Get some points on the board. First time all year. Maybe see if they can drive down, do it again.
If you're looking for a great job at the growing family-owned company in Baldwin City, check out Rice Precision Manufacturing. They're actively looking to fill positions for skilled CNC machinists and CNC operators. Excellent pay, competitive benefit packages, and a climate-controlled work environment with friendly support staff dedicated to the betterment of their employees. Contact jobs at riceprecision.com to set up an interview. 1st and 10 from the 11 is where they mark that ball out of the punt. And Harvey throws incomplete. It nearly got caught by Andazola off the deflection off the hand of Darnell. There is a penalty flag, and it looks like is against Bishop Ward, at least the initial signal was.
Pass interference. He was on his back early there.
Indeed, the call is pass interference. Bishop Ward has now been penalized 8 times tonight.
Bishop Ward leading 34-6, but it's been a pretty sloppy game from them.
Yep.
Wouldn't think their coaching staff would be very happy with the amount of penalties they've committed and fumbling it a couple times.
Yeah, eight penalties, 65 yards there, a couple of turnovers. It hasn't been the most polished performance, but hey, you're going to take a road victory with a 34-6 margin. They're not going to be too down about it, but as coach said, those are the good time to be able to correct some of the things when you win a game. As Harvey will go back to the air, he's got Mahaffey again, who makes the catch on a full sprint the other way inside the 20-yard line and down near the 10. Another huge play to Cole Mahaffey eventually was run out of bounds down to the 10 by Kellen Smith.
So there we go. We've been clamoring for it up here. It's taking some deep shots to Mahaffey. Use that size, athleticism down the sideline. Another great pass from Harvey, right in stride.
64 yards on the completion. It puts Mahaffey up over 100 yards for the game on that bomb from Harvey.
A 64-yard pass play.
1st and goal at the 10, and Harvey has to use a timeout here with the play clock winding down on him. 34-6, Bishop Ward on top of Baldwin with 7:43 left to play in the fourth quarter, but the Bulldogs starting to find something on offense, and we just saw a big play, so be a good time to tell you about Baldwin Sports Live and EZ Relic. Text Baldwin to 816-406-0051. Anytime the big play happens, text Baldwin to 816-406-0051. Baldwin Sport Live has partnered with EZ Relic to give our viewers a chance to capture every moment of every game. You get the highlights sent right to your phone by texting Baldwin to 816-406-0051. And the best part, it's absolutely free. To learn more, go to ezrelic.com. .7:43 left to play in our ball game tonight from Liston Stadium. And the Bulldogs looking to cap off a second straight scoring possession. Harvey on first and goal from the 10. Trying to force one in between defenders. Went right back to Mahaffey. Penalty flags come flying. Pass was incomplete, but looks like we're going to see another defensive pass interference called against Bishop Ward.
You can see how just much of a problem Mahaffey is for the defense. They're double covering him now. And they're still going his way. They're all over him again. See the glimpses of it, though, for the Bulldogs.
First and goal from the 5-yard line for BHS.
So they get a half the distance to the goal on that penalty. Moves it to the 5. It remains first down, so first and goal from the 5 now. Harvey, design keeper to the right. Can he cut it up? Not able to get to the goal line as he is tackled around the 2 by Jalen Pickens. And now a late penalty flag comes in.
Number 12, Jack Hunter.
Well, there's some contact between players after the play. Looked like just some guys stumbling around, just trying to get back to their respective huddles, but somebody may have taken a little more offense to it than the officials are going to allow. As that late flag came in after the play was over. A 2-yard run for Harvey. And now let's find out what they're going to do with the penalty flag here. If this is going to be against one side or the other. If it's against Bishop Ward, it doesn't harm them much yardage-wise. If it's against Baldwin, it's a big one. And it is against Baldwin. Ooh.
Yeah, that hurts.
So instead of second and goal at the 3, and the officials are going to stop the clock now. We're in a running clock situation, but the official will take an official's timeout here to come over and talk with Bob Lisher, first-year head coach of the Bulldogs. Not first-year head coach, just first year with the Bulldogs. Long-tenured head coach Bob Lisher. Many seasons at Lawrence Free State, 22 years at Free State, made 18 playoff appearances, made it to the 6A state semifinals 7 times as the Free State head coach. Took over the program this year at Baldwin, and it's knowingly going to be a process, a rebuilding process with the numbers so far down. But here in this second half, we have seen, without a shadow of a doubt, the most productive half of football for the Bulldogs this year. Tough 15-yard penalty moves the ball all the way back to the 18-yard line where it's second down and goal. And there's going to be another 5 yards on the Bulldogs because they had 12 in the huddle.
Coach Lisher was not happy. Got plenty of time there. Officials discussing things with Lisher to get things lined out. Not what makes the coach happy.
So the illegal substitution turns it into a second and goal from the 23-yard line. They just wanted some more space to give him a halfy room to work, right?
Yeah, that's right.
He has been the guy in this second half. 4 grabs for 119 yards. 3 of those for 118 have come in the second half. That's where Harvey's looking again for Mahaffey, who tried to go up over the defender. But the pass is broken up by Jashawn Holiday, and it brings up third and goal from the 23. Why not? I like the call. Just give Mahaffey a chance. He's made some big plays, trying to get himself on Monday Night Countdown right there with a "you got moshed" opportunity, but didn't pull it in.
If you bought a ticket, the winning ticket number is 3646725. 3646725 is the winning
And
ticket number.
another timeout taken by Baldwin. We'll take this one with him. We're back right after this on Baldwin Sports Live with 4 minutes to play here tonight in the fourth quarter.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
4 minutes left to play in quarter number 4, 34-6. Bishop Ward on top of Baldwin. The Bulldogs were down 34-0 at halftime. Defensively, they've had 2 stops in this second half. One on a fumble and the other on a stop to force punt. And the offense scored a touchdown on their lone drive so far. This is their second drive of the game. Looking to make it 2 for 2 in touchdowns, but they face a 3rd down and goal from back at the 23-yard line. Harvey out of the shotgun. Mahaffey is in the slot right. Harvey looking that direction. Now forced to scramble. Throws short as Mahaffey tried to climb back to that ball. The coverage was tight on him by Denaro Jones, and it brings up 4th down and goal from the 23-yard line. They'll obviously go for it here. And remember, we were at 2nd and goal at the 3 is what it was going to be for Baldwin. But after a 2-yard run by Jack Harvey to set up what would have been a 2nd and goal at the 3, a personal foul was called on the Bulldogs after the play. That pushed them back. Then they added onto that an illegal substitution. So 20 yards back they go, and now to the 23-yard line. Caught by Grosner, but not going to get anywhere close to the goal line, as he is ripped down immediately upon making the catch at the 16-yard line. A 7-yard completion, but Jalen Braden said that's all you're getting there. And they will turn it over on downs back to Bishop Ward with under 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, overall another good drive though. They obviously don't want to get inside the 5 and commit penalties and not punch it in, but it's more confidence to take into these next weeks for Baldwin.
And you get the feeling after what we've seen here in the second half, Ryan, that next week you're going to get about a dozen targets or more to Mahaffey down the field like we've seen here in the second half, and why not?
Yeah, exactly. And then when the defense starts focusing on him, double teaming him, you got Grosser on the other side and even Nowak. Got a lot of weapons.
Bishop Ward starts at their own 16-yard line. Bryce Johnson Jr., the running back, came one way, back the other, still on his feet. And a lot of work for 10 yards there for Bryce Johnson Jr. Gunnar Reichard makes the tackle at the end of that run. And it looks like it's an 11-yard run for Johnson and a 1st down.
Got to say, it's been another picture-perfect night for football. Another great weather night for some high school football, Friday night lights action.
We've had a lot of those this year.
Oh, yeah. Knock on wood going forward.
So, in other words, folks, plan for the next 2 weeks to be terrible because Ryan just made that comment. And now into the victory formation goes Bishop Ward as Christian Stein takes a knee, and they will have to do that one more time before the clock will expire on this one.
Overall, though, the Dogs coaching staff has to be happy with the way the second half went. I know you didn't win the game, you're going to lose another one, but getting on the board for the first time, looking capable offensively and even getting some stops defensively, forcing some turnovers. It's a good building block game.
The Dogs will go into next week's home game against Santa Fe Trail at 0-3 in the district and 0-5 overall, as Bishop Ward improves to 3-3, and they have hit a new high winning total. You got to go back to 2009 when they went 6-3, the last time they won 3 or more games in a season. And that will do it for this one tonight. 34-6, Bishop Ward defeats the Baldwin Bulldogs here on homecoming night for Baldwin. We'll wrap everything up for you, including our elite performance from Elite Chiropractic when we come back on the Baldwin Sports Live post-game show. 34-6 the final. Bishop Ward the winners tonight over Baldwin.
Experience the creative home for Baldwin City, the Lumberyard Art Center. Featuring Lucy's Corner, a unique local arts boutique, an art gallery with year-round rotating exhibits featuring the work of local artists, creative classes for all ages, community theater, and of course, live local music with Lumberyard Live on High featuring area artists. Visit lumberyardartscenter.org for a full schedule of upcoming events and exhibits. The Lumberyard Arts Center. Create, play, innovate in the heart of downtown Baldwin City. With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to. At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health.
Welcome back to the Baldwin Sports Live post-game show. Tonight it was homecoming in Baldwin, and the Bulldogs did find pay dirt for the first time this year, but they fall 34-6. The final in this one as Bishop Ward improves to 3-3 overall and 2-1 in the district, and the Baldwin Bulldogs drop to 0-3 in the district and 0-5 overall. Time for tonight's Elite Performance, brought to you by Elite Chiropractic. For elite performance, you need elite care, and Dr. Ethan James can keep your body in peak condition with the most up-to-date and effective adjusting techniques, treatments for all ages and for all kinds of issues. Whether it be a sports injury or just general wellness, go see Elite Chiropractic. To get the relief you deserve, call 785-594-1191 to make your appointment with Dr. Ethan James at Elite Chiropractic. Well, the elite performance came late. It came in a fury, and it came with the first touchdown of the year as Cole Mahaffey is named tonight Elite Performance. 4 catches, 119 yards, and a touchdown. He also had a 64-yard grab that almost went for a touchdown. That would have been awesome had he been able to win that foot race those last 10 yards, Ryan. But what we saw tonight there in that second half is the difference-making ability that Cole Mahaffey could have for this offense. He showed it off there in that second half with a few big plays and got the Bulldogs into the end zone for the first time on a nice ball from Jack Harvey, who throws for nearly 200 yards in this game. But Mahaffey, really a difference-maker option for them in these final few weeks of the season now.
Oh, I mean, that was huge, just to get points on the board for the first time all year. And, I mean, just to put on film that you're capable of throwing the ball downfield and stretching the defense, maybe open up a little more running lanes in weeks to come. That's tonight's Elite Performance, brought to you by Elite Chiropractic and Dr. Ethan James. We'll take a time. Baldwin Sports Live post-game show.
Elite Chiropractic provides the latest and most effective adjusting techniques and soft tissue work, while staying up to date on current treatment research to ensure each patient receives their own specialized care. Dr. Ethan James operates with a patient-first mentality, with a goal to get you back to normal as quickly and efficiently as possible. Elite Chiropractic accepts most insurance plans and works with patients of all ages. Get the relief you deserve. Call 785-594-1191 to make your appointment with Dr. Ethan James at Elite Chiropractic.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Welcome back to the Baldwin Sports Live post-game show tonight. 34-6, the final. Bishop Ward with the victory as the Cyclones move to 3-3 overall, 2-1 in District 3, and the Baldwin Bulldogs dropping to 0-5 overall for just the third time since 1998. They have started 0-5, and they are now 0-3 in District 3. Final numbers in this game: Bishop Ward, 377 yards of offense. Pretty balanced game from the Cyclones. 182 on the ground, 195 through the air. And they, like a lot of teams against Baldwin, have feasted on big plays. They had 15 plays go for 10-plus yards, 7 plays go for over 20, and they averaged just shy of 11 yards per play tonight in the 34-6 victory. The couple of blemishes for them were a couple of turnovers. James Jarrett fumbled twice, but they also had, 8 penalties in this game for 9 penalties for 70 yards in this game. So a couple of areas there that the Cyclones weren't great at, but ultimately they're not going to spend too much time worried about that as they pick up a big 34-6 victory tonight. For the Bulldogs of Baldwin, they have what really is a season best performance offensively for them, 245 yards. That's more than double their previous season high. On the ground, 54 yards tonight. That is their second best output of the year. They had 90 last week on the ground against Perry LeCompton, but through the air, 191 yards tonight through the air is more than is more than they had all season coming in to this game tonight. So big game through the air there for the Bulldogs. They did turn it over once, but they win the turnover margin tonight for the first time this year, coming in at a negative 12 turnover margin before the game started tonight. Individual numbers for you. Here's the final stat lines as Bishop Ward was led by James Jarrett, 14 carries, 125 yards, and a season-high 4 touchdowns in this game. Christian Stein, 7 of 10 through the air, 195 yards, 4 carries for 16 yards. Matthew DeHaro, 3 carries, 17 yards on the ground, 1 carry for a 7-yard touchdown for Daniel Brown and his lone touch of the night. Chris Galloway Jr. caught 3 balls for 91 yards. Javon Roach caught 3 for 80, and Dustin Rector had 1 grab for 24 yards. For Baldwin, through the air, Jack Harvey completes 13 of 25 passes for 191 yards and a touchdown. His top target, Cole Mahaffey, 4 grabs, 119 yards, and the 12-yard touchdown catch. Riker Grossner, 4 catches for 27 yards. Zane Nowak, 2 grabs for 21, and Sam Darnell, 2 catches for 18 yards. Leading rusher was Jack Harvey, 11 carries, 44 yards tonight on the ground. Cody Buck, 4 carries for 5 yards. Connor Murray, 1 carry for 4 yards. To round out the rushing numbers there for Baldwin. 34-6, that's the final in this one as we look at some of the defensive numbers for you as well. The tackling leaders in this ball game. Baldwin has been led all year by Wesley Martin as their top tackle guy. Tonight he ties Miguel Andazola as the team's top tacklers. Just 4 tackles for both of them as Bishop Ward or either threw incomplete passes, went out of bounds, or scored touchdowns, it seemed like, on most of their plays tonight. Brett Davidson and Zane Nowak each with a tackle for loss in this game for Baldwin to lead the team there. So 34-6, your final. We'll wrap this up when we come back at the other side of the post-game show and set the table for what's to come for the Bulldogs as we near the end of this 2021 season. Or on the post-game show right after this on Baldwin Sports Live.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City. When choosing a bank, wouldn't you prefer doing business with a local institution with years of commitment to our community? That's Baldwin State Bank. For more than 100 years, we've been providing products and services specifically tailored to our friends in Baldwin City. Whether it's a free checking account, savings for retirement, or your next loan, we'll be here. Because our roots are here. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
34-6, the final tonight. Bishop Ward defeats the Baldwin Bulldogs. Baldwin 0-5 now on the season. Bishop Ward improving to 3-3, and the trek continues next week as Baldwin will look for win number 1 next Friday night, right back here at home at Liston Stadium when they welcome Santa Fe Trail to town for another District 3 matchup. Santa Fe Trail entering tonight 1-4 on the year. Bulldogs will look to pick up that elusive first win. They got that elusive first score here tonight. 12-yard touchdown pass from Jack Harvey to Cole Mahaffey put the Bulldogs on the board there in that second half, and now we'll see if they can build on that into next week against Santa Fe Trail. They'll wrap up Week 8 at Osawatomie, who is 0-5 of the year, coming into play tonight as well before they learn their Week 9 opponent. So that's what's coming up for the Bulldogs. We'll have that game next Friday night here for you against Santa Fe Trail. And then the week after, we've got more Bulldog soccer coming up on the 19th as they host Spring Hill. And that will be the same week then leading into that ball game on the road at Osawatomie for the Bulldogs. That's what's coming up. Bishop Ward, they'll be back home next week to host Osawatomie and then at Hayden to round out their district schedule as they improve to 3-3 with the victory tonight, 34-6 over Baldwin. For Ryan Hilmer, I'm Bryce Kessler. We thank you for tuning in tonight and watching Baldwin High School football right here on your home for the Bulldogs, Baldwin Sports Live and BaldwinSportsLive.com.
You've been watching the Baldwin Bulldogs on Baldwin Sports Live. Baldwin Sports Live is brought to you by Kelly Neufeld, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Baldwin State Bank, Heartland Plumbing, Family Medicine of Baldwin City, Morning Star Care Homes, Trindle Lumber Company, State Farm Agent Cody Anno, One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Rice Precision Manufacturing, Baldwin City Recreation Commission, Elite Chiropractic, the Lumberyard Arts Center, and by the Baldwin City Chamber of Commerce. Visit BaldwinSportsLive.com for the schedule of upcoming broadcasts on your home for the Baldwin Bulldogs, Baldwin Sports Live.